Coming up on Mountain News this morning, Congressman Hal Rogers announces some funding for first responders in one eastern Kentucky county, and a new addiction care center here in our region turns a space once used for learning into a space for recovery.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. It's Thursday. It's just before 5 o'clock. I'm Dakota Maycris. Thanks for waking up with us. Let's take it over to Brandon, who is, well, Brandon, I guess you're tracking some severe storms that's heading our way.
Exactly. Heading our way is the key phrase there. They're not here yet, but we're getting ready, getting into our severe weather alert day mode to get you prepared for what is coming tomorrow. We found out at 2 o'clock this morning that our area had been upgraded from the Storm Prediction Center to a level 2 out of 5 risk, which is an automatic severe weather alert day. Let's take a look at what's going on right now. You see some green on the radar, but it's not reaching the ground. It's ground clutter. So that's basically just dry air out there this morning. There is some moisture up there, but it's not coming through. Temperatures, not too bad, but cooler than yesterday. 49 is the cool spot in Monticello this morning, and it looks like 55 up toward Ashland and Moorhead and Logan are our warmer spots this morning in our region. So we're going to continue to watch that for a little while. Breakfast forecast, we are going to see temperatures slowly go up just a little bit as the sun starts to come out behind the clouds there a little later this morning. And again, sunrise basically 6:30. So it'll be coming up pretty early today. And we'll continue to see, again, a warming trend today. But tomorrow, all bets are off as we see the possibility for some strong to severe storms. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, one eastern Kentucky family says they are in shock following a murder Tuesday afternoon. The victim's sister tells us she was loved beyond words. The investigation began after Clay County 911 received a call about a fight at a home on Arnott's Fork Road at around noon Tuesday, sending county sheriff's deputies to the scene.
Upon arrival, they took Elsie Wagers into custody. We found Pansy Smallwood deceased.
Clay County Sheriff Patrick Robinson says they believe the call came from Elsie Wagers' wife inside of the home. He adds they were working two scenes during the investigation, saying Wagers and Smallwood got into a fight on Hoskins Road in the Big Creek area.
She was still alive. He drove her to Arnott's Fork to his residence where she jumped out of the car and attempted to make it to his house where he killed her on the front porch.
The sheriff says Smallwood was stabbed several times. Her body was sent to the medical examiner's office.
The suspect is in custody. He gave a full confession also, and we are still following leads, finding more witnesses to take statements off of.
Pangy's sister, Jennifer Smallwood, says she is still processing what happened, saying her death is absolutely heartbreaking. Sheriff Robinson called the killing senseless. Well, Pangy was just 33 years old. The sheriff says he expects Wagers in court for a preliminary hearing next Monday. State troopers arrested a Madison County deputy jailer. Connor Gray is charged with third-degree sodomy. Police arrested him after an inmate escaped from a local medical facility. Richmond police caught her quickly, and she then made the accusation against Gray. KSP launched an investigation and arrested him the same day. We're learning new details about a Madison County murder suspect accused of assaulting a jailer. Shannon Gilday is also accused of killing Jordan Morgan during a home invasion. Well, he was back in court yesterday for the assault charge. Lieutenant Stephen Howard with the Madison County Detention Center says on April 16th, Deputy Austin Ramsey was serving Gilday breakfast when Gilday confronted him outside of his cell, attacked him, put his forearm on his throat, and took him to the ground. The lieutenant helped pull Gilday off the deputy. His attorneys are pointing to mental illness as the cause for this assault and the murder.
All I can say is that it's clear to me from all the evidence, even though we're in the early stages of this case, that Shannon is profoundly mentally ill, and that this today was just another manifestation of that issue.
Well, this case has been sent to the grand jury. As for the original charges in connection to the deadly home invasion, the next court hearing for that will be next Thursday at Madison Circuit Court at 11 a.m. Well, we're learning more details about we're learning more about a crash in Laurel County. It happened Tuesday night on Highway 30. Well, we know at least 2 cars were involved. One person was taken by EMS. We don't know their condition at this time. The London Laurel Rescue Squad says a deer in the road was likely the cause. The road was closed for several hours due to fluid in the road. Officials say the remains of a recently identified Eastern Kentucky soldier who was killed in the Korean War will be interred in his hometown of Whitesburg. The U.S. Army Human Resources Command at Fort Knox said in a statement that graveside services for Army Corporal Donald L. Mencken will be performed May 14th by Everett's Funeral Home before interment at Green Acres Cemetery. He was 21 when he was reported missing on June 10, 1953, after being wounded by artillery shell fragments. Well, Congressman Hal Rogers paid a visit to Johnson County yesterday at the US 23 Country Music Highway Museum to announce grant funding for first responders. $859,000 will be given to the first responders in the county and to the city of Paintsville in order to update the area's radio communications. Paintsville Johnson County Emergency Management Director Gary McClure says this will allow an overhaul in the way communications is handled and allow first responders to go completely digital.
Install additional repeaters in the county and also to provide law enforcement and fire departments, EMS with P25 capable equipment that will operate on a digital system.
Well, Congressman Rogers also said this upgraded communication system will save lives and allow first responders to do their jobs more effectively and efficiently. A new recovery center opened its doors in Inez yesterday, turning what was once a space for education into a space for recovery. Addiction Recovery Care's latest facility was originally a school and will be able to house 140 men looking for help recovering from addiction. Those involved say it is about much more than providing beds. It is about providing opportunity to those in need. Governor Andy Beshear was at the grand opening and says this growth is critical for the mountains, and facilities like these are proof that hope is here and recovery is real. Well, thank you so much for getting your Thursday morning started with us. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, a new person is given control of the International Space Station. We'll tell you about that in just a few minutes.
All eyes on today and tomorrow as temperatures warm back up today, but the storm chances also return tonight and tomorrow. I'll track them out for you in about 3 minutes.